Gobekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple that rewrites history. Hey adventure hidden explorers. Forget Stonehenge. Forget the pyramids. We are talking about a massive structure that is 6,000 years older than both of them, built by a people who, according to history, shouldn't have even existed yet. Get ready for Gobekli Tepe. Intro. For over a century, the timeline of civilization was settled. People invented agriculture, settled down, and then they built temples and cities. That narrative was shattered in the mid-1990s with the discovery of a humble hilltop in southeastern Turkey. That hill, named Göbekli Tepe, contains the world's oldest known temple, a monumental complex of circular sanctuaries dating back over 12,000 years. To put that into perspective, this site was already ancient when the first stones were being laid at Stonehenge. The people who built it were simple hunter-gatherers, armed only with primitive stone tools, yet they managed to quarry, move, and erect 16-ton T-shaped pillars with impossible precision. Why did they build it? Who were they? And why, after thousands of years of worship, did they deliberately bury the entire complex, preserving its secret until now? Join Adventure Hidden as we explore the site that is forcing historians to rewrite the first chapter of human civilization. The shock of Gobekli Tepe lies in its age. To fully grasp the magnitude of this discovery, we must first understand the state of the world 12,000 years ago. Subscribe to Adventure Hidden and let's begin our journey back to the dawn of history. Chapter 1: The Impossible Timeline and the First Architects. The discovery, the initial find in 1960s dismissed as a medieval cemetery, and the realization in the 1990s by Klaus Schmidt that the shards of rock were actually perfectly carved stone pillars. The dating shock. Radiocarbon dating confirmed an age of around 11,500 years ago, pre-pottery Neolithic A. This is the pre-agricultural, pre-sedentary age. The entire conventional model of history falls apart. The core problem: the structures required hundreds of people working in concert. Evidence of social stratification, planning, and specialized labor, traits historically linked only to organized farming communities. Chapter 2: Impossible Engineering in the T-Pillars. The structure. The site is a series of circular or oval enclosures. The central feature is two massive T-shaped megaliths surrounded by smaller T-pillars set into the walls. The scale: the largest pillars weigh up to 16 tons. They were quarried from a nearby bedrock, and the distance they were moved is significant. The people who moved them had no draft animals, no wheels, and only basic stone tools. This is a monumental engineering feat. Symbolism in stone. The T-pillars are not just support structures. They are carved with low-relief artwork, mainly abstract symbols and highly detailed representations of animals. Scorpions, snakes, vultures, boars, and lions. Many scholars believe the T-pillars themselves represent stylized human forms. So, we have a massive, complex temple built by people we thought were living in simple nomadic tribes. But the mystery deepens when we ask the most basic question: why did they do this? The answers may change how we view the origin of human civilization itself. What are your theories on Gobekli Tepe? Share them in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow mystery hunters. Chapter 3: The Purpose, Religion Before Farming? The theory of the temple. The consensus is that Gobekli Tepe was a major religious or ritual center, the world's oldest known sanctuary. The animal motifs are likely totemic or narrative, perhaps representing deities, cosmic forces, or ancestors. The invention of civilization. The most radical theory, proposed by Klaus Schmidt, suggests that Gobekli Tepe was the cause of civilization, not the result. The vast number of people required to build and sustain the site needed a reliable food source, forcing them to gather in one place and eventually domesticate the wild grains found nearby. The need for ritual may have led to agriculture, not the other way around. The astronomy link. Some researchers theorize that the pillars and enclosures acted as an ancient observatory, with the carvings potentially depicting star patterns or even commemorating a catastrophic celestial event. Chapter 4: The Final Act, The Intentional Burial. The profound mystery. After thousands of years of use, the complex was not abandoned. Instead, the final layer of builders systematically and deliberately buried the monumental structures, filling the enclosures with thousands of cubic feet of rubble, debris, and animal bones. The theory of preservation. Why bury it? Was it an act of reverence, a ritual closing of a sacred space? Did the culture change, making the old gods or the old rituals obsolete? Did they intentionally seal the knowledge away, preserving it for the future? The legacy. The builders ensured that their work, their sacred knowledge, and their impossible engineering would be preserved in a state of near perfection, a time capsule waiting for a modern world ready to rediscover its own origins. Gobekli Tepe remains the single greatest challenge to history's accepted narrative. Gobekli Tepe is more than just an old ruin, it's a monumental question mark at the beginning of human history. It tells us that our ancestors were far more capable, more organized, and more spiritual than we ever imagined. The people who built it deliberately buried their secret, and now, 12,000 years later, we are left to wonder what other knowledge lies beneath the earth. Thank you for joining Adventure Hidden on this journey to the dawn of civilization. If this story changed how you view ancient history, please like this video and share it with fellow explorers of hidden knowledge. And for more thrilling journeys into impossible structures and unsolved mysteries, don't forget to subscribe to Adventure Hidden. Until our next adventure, keep questioning the past.